Your party had, at the apparent behest of Ripper's patron, met up with a follower of the Raven Queen known as Alice, who was accompanied by your friend Zero, who you thought had disappeared. You
Music.
worked alongside
That was the master of the undead army that attacked Flan that I told you about earlier.
and she's looking at River, and she says, "And what is your relationship?"
He was my mentor at my temple. And she kind of just, like, falls to her knees in front of the ashes, not really looking at anybody. He was a friend until I found out he was doing this.
The Talons must be notified of this immediately. She looks at you, Zero. I'm going to make my way to the Raven's Gate and notify them. I think we have a lich on our hands. How he managed to rise below our eyes, I do not know, but they must be notified. I'm going to go immediately. Stick with them, find out what else you can. And if you need me, I'll be up north.
Very well.
Next to River and just try to comfort her.
I've got a question, Zoran. The amount of ashes, would it fit in the fedora?
Oh my god.
River's not trying to go anywhere, and I'm worried about putting his ashes in the bag of holding, and I don't have necessarily anything else to hold. And I'm not moving.
I'm okay with saying that you guys probably have some kind of... One of you has a bag with you that you could... It's not the bag of holding that you could throw.
Fizzy will give you her satchel. She'll take her money out and like stuff it in her pockets. So she'll give you her satchel.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, River will collect the ashes. I just didn't know if this was like a huge pile, or if it was
It's
like...
more, it's really not like, you know, it...
How big is his dead body?
Like, you've seen an urn. Like, you know...
Yeah.
When some... Like, it's not a lot of ashes, but it's a little bit too much that would fit in the fedora.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
River, we'll collect me then. I know you want to know we're close.
I have no idea what you just said.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. River, are you comfortable collecting these? I know you and Kanoa are close.
Oh yeah, she's just collecting. She's not really talking.
Rag takes a moment and he kind of closes his eyes for a second.
So does Fizzy.
He then puts his hand on River's shoulder and says, I know this seems dire, but there may be a way. Are you listening to me?
I am.
River,
Just let her be. Let her collect them and we'll figure something out. She knows that.
I have a plan. I stand up with like my chest puffed out and I say, I made a friend back in Flynn. If anything happened, I feel like she might be able to help.
Okay. Back in Flan. That's not too far away.
She told us, me at least, only an emergency, and this obviously constitutes as an emergency, so she's a very powerful druid, and I've heard stories of such able to bring... I'm sure you You know what I'm getting at this point.
Well, then that's
I
what we
cannot
should
ad-
do.
I cannot guarantee anything, but this is the only way, the only chance I know of. And if not, I am sure she knows something. We must take any chance we can get at this point.
When River is done collecting the ashes, she kind of stands up and she'll give Rag a hug. Like, she's not talking. Like, her face looks just defeated. Like, there's not a lot of expression. She's just kind of doing what people tell her to do.
And then if if they're hugging, he's gonna be close and he's gonna whisper to her, "Don't you ever give up."
Where do we need to go?
Wait.
I think
That's
it's
right.
time we may have to head back to Flan.
I have her sending stone, and I'm going to send her a message.
Does she need us to get anything?
No. One of your sending stones. We must let her know when we're about to do this. I'm sure there won't be very many people out to observe this. And at this point, I don't even care if anybody does.
I'm assuming Rag tells us that we're supposed to go to the tree when we're ready. Because he was the only one who heard the actual information.
Oh, I thought everybody could be able to hear it.
Well, River wouldn't be able to hear anyway because she doesn't have one of the stones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We must go to the oak tree in the center of the city.
Who else has a stone? Did Klonoa have one?
I think it was
Yes.
me and Stevie were the only ones who
I thought I
did.
had one too.
Yeah, Stevie and me were the only ones who didn't have one.
So River, I guess you would have one right now because you would have picked it up.
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah, I guess you're right.
It wouldn't have been destroyed.
Zero does not have one.
Oh yeah, he would have lost his.
Zero does not. Yeah.
Anything I was carrying is now gone.
Fair enough.
Okay,
All right, so we going?
so
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, let's go.
okay.
Excuse me.
So you all make your way to the center of the city, an area where you have not been. It is also the highest elevation because the entire city comes up to basically to a point. It's all built on a hill, and this is basically like this is where the king lives, but beyond that, it's so much more. It's still huge, and there are there are places like gardens and everything for pretty much anybody who wants to can come up and walk through the gardens and like all that kind of thing. It's a relatively open space, but you do see that the central like citadel area where the king does live, and you do see posted around on different corners up at the top, you see these plate armored soldiers carrying these long spears that next to them you see some sort of, I mean, like a giant eagle. These are you get that these are probably some sort of mounted aerial soldiers that are posted.
While they're figuring it out, Fizzy just kind of elbows Stevie and like points up to it in like awe.
Yeah, I just kind of look at this great, beautiful tree.
I need for Fizzy and for Stevie, for engaging with that, I need you both to make nature checks.
Ooh la la. Okay, 1 second.
And then immediately a dex save, a constitution save.
Do not jinx this, kid.
I like the way you think, River.
Where the fuck did my lucky penny go? Oh, there it is.
Okay, sorry. Give me 1 second. I apologize. I got kicked out. I gotta get back in.
Fine.
And just repeat. What kind of save did you say?
Not a save, a
Or-
nature check.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was being. An
I
ass.
know. Now you have that stuck in my head. Like seriously.
Click on it, not drag.
No. I know. I'm just trying to see what my nature is. I got kicked out of everything. All right. 1 second.
I thought that map was the college.
Okay.
Stevie, you don't have any modifiers for nature?
Perfect.
I don't.
What?
I don't.
There we
That's
go.
perfect.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that. Yes.
There you go. So, Fizzy, you would. This tree looks very similar to a particular tree in the center of your village.
Okay.
Just like the age, like they're kind of like the same
Interesting.
age, and they just appear to be they're just very similar.
Okay.
I have a question. So, we're all still looking kind of rough, right? I only have 1 health point.
Oh,
Can I like take a potion or get healed?
yeah, I actually have a heal, I think.
I have a potion.
How many do I have? I did use 1, so I got 2 left. I gotta keep track of that shit so I don't forget.
Yes, so I have...
I will do a prayer of healing.
Should I do something as well, or will that kind of get everybody?
You can if you want. 2d8 plus 5. I do have to spend. If prompted, River will do that. Otherwise, she won't think of it. But if we do, it's 2d8.
Hey, Joe Bubby.
I can take one of my potions.
Nah, save it.
So seeing that Stevie's kind of looking rough, Zero just kind of goes up to her and just puts his hand on her shoulder and does lay on hands. So you get 5 back.
Thank you.
And 11 from River. In fact, I think pretty much anyone who needs it can get 11.
Okay.
Because I can do up to 6 people.
That would be great, because I also had only 4.
Man, I had like half.
Okay.
I was I was
like,
also at 1.
Shit.
River did not care.
That's true.
I'm liking the plate armor life right now.
Just be glad you didn't get fireballed, because it wouldn't have mattered.
Plate armor, like the best armor.
Yeah, I was going to counterspell that, but then I was like, okay, it's just a regular fireball. That should be fine. And then it did double damage with necrotic damage on there. I was like, oh, well.
Voice is
Whoopsies.
kind of echoey.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone's voice is echoey to me.
I guess it helps with your paladin voice.
Yeah, just imagine me.
Yeah, exactly. Brad doesn't say it like that in game.
River will hand the extra sending stone to Rag to send a message, so that they can let them know that we're here and ready.
He takes it, he kind of looks around. And he kind of sighs.
the tree, the bark begin to swirl in a circle, and the swirl grows and grows and grows until it opens up, and you are looking through the tree into the gardens of the Temple of Sylvanas in Flan, and you can see through the tree Casriel Arlai, the High Druid, standing there, waving for you all to run in.
River
That
will
is
run
sweet.
in.
Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely.
run. Everybody, run!
Stevie, let's go.
God damn it.
And
River.
so all of you stumble in, you all like kind of stumbling on top of each other, but you all go through, and as you go into the tree, you feel this sucking sensation.
Ouch.
You could say the remains. It's how people
The
generally.
ashes.
The ashes.
Whatever.
But yeah,
Um,
she will pull them out.
Okay. Casriel's face falls in empathy as she looks out over all of you. And her eyes stop briefly on Fizzy and Stevie. A little bit confused, perplexed, hasn't met them before. And, you know, she's a wood elf druid, and there's a wood elf here and a druid. She takes note of that, and then she looks to you, River, and she says,
I know.
Her name's Adriel, correct?
Okay, sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. And Fizzy just puts her arm around River and kind of just like guides her along. So Fizzy goes and gets River some food and just kind of like gives it to her. And then Fizzy goes over to Stevie and kind of whispers in her ear, we're going to have River stay with us tonight.
Oh, River gets the food and she goes in her room and shuts the door.
Bye!
I'm gonna take that door off the hinges if that child comes out again.
She doesn't lock the door.
You're not here.
You know what, Stevie? Why don't we stay with River tonight?
We can just sleep in front of the door, I guess.
The door's not locked. She just
At the
shuts the
door.
door out of
We
habit.
can go inside. We can go inside and sit down.
Yeah.
Give her a few minutes.
I'll take Fizzy too, and I'm gonna go.
Wait. Stevie's a girl, right?
Yes, I'm a girl.
Okay. I thought during one of the sessions they said he when they referred to Stevie, so okay. And then the picture, I'm like, yeah, that's a woman, right? Because I remember hearing he during one of those two, just making sure.
Hey,
Nice
Rag,
memory.
quit digging.
Let me dig in.
All right, so you guys are,
Ow.
you guys just going to sleep?
Yeah,
Yeah.
River's gonna go to sleep.
Did you have plans for the night? Anything that you guys wanted to get done tonight before you rest?
No, I think we want tomorrow to come fast.
Yeah.
We're gonna just leave him in a bag.
What'd you say?
Put it in a little baggie. Okay.
No, we're gonna pour him on the bed and sleep on him.
Hey, you know what? I wouldn't put it past you.
Honestly, I wouldn't. Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't put it past your teenage necromancer
Yes.
cleric.
Yeah.
So,
Fair enough.
I still have those stones.
No, she puts the ashes on the little nightstand that's next to the bed. But
I mean, I still have those shadow stones of communication. I have 5 charges. Would we be able to talk to him or no?
only if we went back to potentially where he died.
So we can't talk to him with his having his remains.
The shadow stones only work to those that are in the Shadowfell.
Ah,
No, let's hurry up and sleep and get tomorrow.
yeah. Let's
Going.
so we can long rest.
Okay.
There is a couple
So
things
you
I need to
guys-
do in the morning, but before we leave, but for tonight, yes, we can go to sleep. Sorry, Zorn.
All right. So you guys have yourself a very confusing sleep of like probably some of you feeling like, how can I go to sleep right now? But like I have to because I have to have my wits about me. But you all do eventually wake up in the morning. It's probably like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Actually, probably later than that. Probably like 9 or 10. We'll say 9. But you all stagger awake. It's a chilly fall morning. The sun is out, but it is at least chilly inside of the house. Outside of the sun.
All right, so Zero's just gonna be waiting for everyone in the like common room.
Can we heal ourselves now the way real quick?
Yeah, you can go ahead and click long rest.
Thank you.
So, alright, a long rest.
Alright, so the day is yours.
Okay, so we'll wake up in the same room as River, and
She gonna freak out.
I don't think so.
I've got butterflies floating around me. There are flowers growing out of my hair. She's gonna be like,
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
That is all true.
When River gets up, if
It should make her smile a little.
if Stevie is awake, River's gonna give her a hug and be like, "Hey, let everyone know I have an errand to run. I'll be back in a little bit," and then she leaves.
Unfazed by my
Yeah.
weird, my quirks.
Concerned about other things.
Yeah, I mean, River's probably a little bit distracted right now, so like would have seen it, but probably wouldn't have even like logged it at this point. Like she'll like maybe next time she sees it, it'll like finally hit her. Who knows? But
That or Kanoa will come back and she'll go,
I
"Wait,
guess I'm gonna,
did you have
hack
flowers
it
growing
and
out
be
of
like,
you?"
"She's
Yeah,
blinking."
exactly.
I mean, based on the
Later
shit
on.
we've seen, nothing surprises us anymore.
Yeah, that's probably the least weird thing we've seen in a while.
In just 2 days.
But yeah, so we'll say River, you tell that to Stevie, and then you go downstairs. When you go downstairs,
I was
you do
downstairs.
see. We'll say what?
My room is downstairs. Mine's the downstairs
Right,
room.
yeah.
Oh.
So when you come out of your room, then you do see that it looks like Zero's already awake. He appears to be doing something, like maybe grabbing some food or something over by the kitchen. And Rag, I don't know if Rag's awake or not, but
I'm sure he's an early riser.
probably, yeah. So you see Rag and Zero there in the kitchen.
Yeah, if they notice her and say something, she'll tell them what's going on. Otherwise, she's just gonna go out and do her errands. She's not super talkative right now.
With that, Jared kind of chimes in and just be like, River, I know you have stuff to take care of, but time is of the essence, so meet us at the temple as soon as you're done.
Okay.
All right, so we got River. Where are you going?
The first stop is to why can I never remember his name? It is so unique. I should be able to remember it.
Pops.
Pops, yeah. So yeah. She's gonna go visit him.
Okay. What about the rest of you guys?
I'm heading to the same place because I need to get to third.
Okay, so we got River and Zero going to Pops.
If
Sounds like it.
sees them, if he knows they're going to Pops, I'm sure Zero would have mentioned. He's like, okay, go in there. I would have given him like, I'm gonna be. I know what I'm doing. I just can't talk for some reason. I give him 50 gold and say, pick up a potion for me. I'm going to just take a moment here.
Will do. As soon as Stevie and Fizzy are awake, meet us at the temple.
Yes, of course.
So I'm gonna look at Fizzy and be like, I've never been here before.
Okay, no problem. We'll go downstairs and we'll follow and help everybody with whatever we can do. And so,
Okay.
I guess I have to leave Fizzy 2 in the room, right? 'Cause we
You don't have to.
You don't have to. You can
We're
bring.
not going into a fight or anything, as far as we know.
As far as you know, no.
All right, I'll bring Fizzy with me.
Unless you want one.
Thanks.
I mean, you could have. It's 2 against 1 if you attack Rag.
I'm not attacking Rag. I'm not stupid. So, got a question. But I don't know if Rag would hit a woman. He might not. I don't know.
No.
Flash forward to when you guys are level 20 and like Fizzy is freaking like recarving the earth.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, level 20 druids are like the most powerful class.
Awesome.
Oh God.
So quick question: do I have anything that I can like put Fizzy in, like a little backpack with me, or you know how I have my my pouch that goes over my shoulder? You know what I mean, like a messenger bag
Like
thing.
yeah,
That'll
absolutely.
work. And can
you,
she
you
like?
could, you could put Fizzy 2 in the satchel. You probably you have your cloak. You could put her in the hood of your cloak.
Oh,
You
okay.
could set her on your shoulder, like just
Oh.
whatever you want.
I'm talking about it.
Oh, okay. I keep forgetting the size. You're right. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a
I'm
baby.
gonna put her in the satchel, but she can like peek her little head out and kind of like watch everything.
Okay.
I keep thinking of her as a Togepi in a shell still, but that's not the case. But it's still there. Anyways.
All right. So River and Zero, you guys come to. It's a pretty cold morning, but you come to Philistrom Wunderkindoodle's apothecary here in Flan. The door is the sign is flipped over to open. Make your way inside. You do see Pops over there at the other end of it, on this like at the counter, like messing with something. He's got like these magnifying glasses on and these tools, and he's apparently working on something.
Good morning, Pops.
Morning! Hey! Good to see you guys.
Yeah, we're back for the morning. Just came because I needed to get a couple potions. What you working on there?
Oh, this is and he holds it up. It looks like he is working. What he's working on looks like a metal hand. It's like made out of. It looks like it's made out of like brass or copper. It's like kind of dark, kind of tarnished. Like doesn't look super great, but it looks to be a hand, a metal hand. And he was like just doing some screws and stuff. And he says, "Just working on this."
All right. Well, I just need to grab a couple healing potions from you.
Oh, sure. How many do you need?
Let me check my gold real quick. Go ahead and give me 2.
All right, and he like pulls out his like canister thing that opens up, and all the vials like come out, and he pulls out 2 of them and hands them over to you, and takes the gold. And then, as he hands you the gold, you see like he was looking at you, but then his eyes like kind of zone out, and they look past you, and then his head just looks River right in the eyes, and says, and then like down, and looks at your robe, like right under your collarbone, and says, "Hey, he did it! He fixed it!"
He did. In fact, that's kind of why I came. I knew he'd want you to see that he got it working again. Figured I'd come show you, since it's with me.
Well, where is he?
We're working on that. We're working
Oh.
on that.
Did you lose him?
For now.
Yes.
Oh, sorry to hear that, guys. Anything else I can get for you?
Not at this. We're heading back to Olympus right now.
All right. Well, safe travels.
Thank you. I'll be keeping up my end of our here. You should be expecting something relatively soon.
Great, that'll help with this. And then he reaches down and he pulls up what it looks to be made out of the same metal, this sort of like tarnished bronze. There's just a whole freaking metal leg. And then he sets it back down.
Good. So glad to see you're putting it.
Yeah,
All right. You stay safe, Pops.
you too.
And with that, I'll head to the temple.
Alrighty.
Where will be going?
Where are you going, River?
I was gonna go to the blacksmith, actually.
Okay. Yeah. Are you gonna just tag along, Zero?
Yes.
Unless River doesn't want you to.
No. And she wouldn't say if she didn't.
Okay. So you guys make your way. It's not far, but you make your way to Laro's smithy. Laro is outside working at the forge. It is warm, which is nice. As you approach the forge, it is actually like warm.
Boo.
And you can, I mean, if you want to talk to Laro, you can, or you can make your way inside and talk to Elmira.
Yeah, I'm gonna go inside.
Okay. Make your way inside. Familiar shop here, very simple blacksmith shop. You see mostly tools everywhere, but there are, a couple weapons here and there, and then of course you know that there are weapons in the back. That's where they keep most of their weapons. But Elmira is there. She appears to have her face buried in the numbers, as she usually does. But as you enter, she looks up and says, "Oh, hello. I didn't expect to see you lot. It's been some time."
Yeah. Yeah, and we're only passing through. I was hoping to get something commissioned.
All right.
You remember the dagger that was a copy of the one I gave to my friend? I know that the other one got sold. I was hoping I could get one commissioned that could look as close to that as possible.
Oh. Well. Not having it here to look at it will make it.
Yes, I understand.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't need to be exact. Unfortunately, we've lost it on a kind of permanent basis. But I was hoping to be able to, at least as closely as I could, replace it, so...
Well, Alero is very good. I'm sure he does remember most of it. He could probably fix it, or fix you one up. Yeah.
How much would that cost me?
Oh, for you, I mean, it was rather ornate. We will have to get the materials for that, so we could do.
With that, Zero just kind of holds it to the side and kind of whispers to her that her friend has passed and we're trying to get him back, so she's kind of upset right now.
She, her face kind of falls a little bit. And she says, well, I suppose we could do it at cost. Perhaps 30 gold pieces?
I'm sorry. You said 30 or 50? Sorry.
30.
30? Okay. Yeah, definitely. She definitely does it.
Very well. Well, that will be done in, I mean, it shouldn't take but a few days, but it'll be ready for you whenever you return.
I was going to say...
We could just have it sent to your house, actually.
Please do. I was actually going to see if that would be okay.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
Zero kind of gives her kind of a thank you nod.
Mm-hmm. She kind of does a knowing nod back.
All right.
You all stay safe.
Yeah. Have a good day. And then she'll leave.
Okay.
And then
Zero follows.
she'll meet at the temple. She doesn't talk much after this.
Okay. You all you two make your way back to the temple, where you meet with the rest of the gang. Rag has made sure to bring everybody to the temple, as Zero mentioned.
Yes.
And she begins casting the spell on the tree, and you see it swirl, and you see the doorway open up again, and then she just shouts, "Go!" And you all run through the tree. You now are in the gardens of Olympus. You fall out of this tree here in the Olympus upon High district. In the gardens, you fall out of this tree. There looks like to be that there is like a young couple that were sitting on a bench not too far away. And as you fall out of this tree, you just see that they just scream and run off.
I just pictured it so perfect.
Fizzy's like trying to think of something to say, but she's like, I don't know. Okay, so
The day is yours.
okay, so what do we have to do next?
If these
We're looking for the Violet Fang.
Okay.
Is that here or south?
My understanding it was here, and they were going to lead us to this person who was in the south, if I understood
Wait,
everything
fine.
correctly.
don't like to be,
That is correct.
yeah, they don't like to be found either.
So we need to find. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any idea where we can look for them?
I don't know, do you?
I don't. Well, I have no idea. So should we just
meet up
kind
at
of
the Brave
ask?
Barrel at the end of the night if we don't find anything, or sooner if we
Okay.
do find something.
So is there anywhere in the city that I would have felt a pull of nature or something like that?
In Olympus?
Where we're at
Yeah.
right now, because we're looking for the Violet Thing. They probably have something to do with nature. So is there any like breadcrumbs of sorts that I might feel as a good direction to go into?
No.
Okay.
Not because they're. You get the sense that like you don't really have any. You don't have like nature sense. Does that make sense? Like you can't just like.
Okay, I can't sense others that are nature near me or anything like that.
Can we
No.
look for a nice garden, maybe?
You're definitely in the nicest garden in the city. This is
So
the
is there
garden.
okay? Is there like buildings around this garden that we could go into?
Yeah, there appears to be a few like buildings that some of them appear to be like maybe houses, and then other buildings appear to be like kind of guest places. Like you kind of go in and you can just like have a seat, like little awnings and stuff.
Okay.
Maybe a gazebo here and there.
So we're looking for
Is there a gardener? Do we see someone tending to the plants?
Make a
Oh, God.
perception check.
Okay, hold on.
You do not see anybody tending to the gardens right now. You definitely see a lot of people just like walking throughout the gardens, though. Some people sitting on benches. All of them, everybody that you're seeing is in very nice clothing.
Should we look for the person who's not in nice clothing?
Okay. So what do we know about the Violet Fang?
I think
That
that's
they
you guys.
like that it's a group that doesn't want to be found, right?
I would say, if you have, does anybody have proficiency in history?
I doubt it.
Because my next guess was going back to that house where Alice was and asking them.
Not in history. No.
Hold on a
Not
second.
proficiency. No.
No, I don't have proficiency in history.
Anybody?
I'm a fighter. I whack things.
I do not.
I do not either, so I don't think
I
any of us did
don't.
then. So maybe we should go back and see Alice and that house that we were at before, that River, Zero, and I had gone to, and see if maybe they know anything about them.
The death one.
No, where we were walking and we ran into this house where Alice and her people were coming out of it, and then they took us to the manor.
No, me and Stevie found Alice and Zero outside of the house that the Death Knight was in.
Oh, I thought they had their own house that we stumbled across.
No.
No?
No, basically, me and Stevie found the house where we ended up investigating, and they saw us and came up to us at the house.
Okay, so maybe we can just try to find those people again then.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Maybe Artemis might know something about it.
Oh God.
What? That's a good point though, because Artemis does know a lot of stuff.
She does.
Do we... Well, in that case, let's head to the bar, see if anyone's seen her, because that's her hangout, so she might be there, or at least someone knows.
Actually, I am going to split apart. I'm going to do my own thing for a while to try to find some information.
Okay.
Okay.
Just let me know if you need anything. And he walks off.
Okay.
Alright.
So we got, so the rest of you are going to the bar to try to find Artemis?
Yes.
That's where we're going to start, because from what I know of her, that's probably the place to start. And then
Okay.
at least to get maybe information as to where her adventure hall is.
And Rag, where are you going?
I'm just
You
nervous.
look a little different here.
We have a question for you.
Everybody. Yes, please.
I get the feeling that it's probably not something I should speak of openly. You want to come up to our room real quick? I'll buy you a drink afterward.
Yeah, I was just about to be annoyed in the morning, so I would appreciate if you got me some breakfast. And I want like the platter, like the family platter.
Fine, fine.
The McDonald's big breakfast.
Okay.
All right, so you guys make your way up to your room.
Right. You're probably our best contact in the city right now. I'm wondering if you know anything about the Violet Fang.
Do I?
Make a history check, Artemis.
You're gonna laugh. I checked it earlier.
Watch her get a crit. Oh, damn, close.
It's even a one.
Oh my gosh.
Hop in that whisper chat.
Yeah, actually, let's hop in the whisper chat real quick.
Okay.
All right, I can let my in character face drop for a second.
Seriously,
Holy
it
crap!
has been- Guys, it has been intense over here. Like, every time I look over, he looks like he's gonna kill everybody. And I'm like, "You're okay, right?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And then he's right back to River Face, and I'm like, "Oh my god."
I get into character.
He's so into character. I'm like feeling the vibes and shit. I'm like, I'm gonna stay over on my desk.
During the fights, I get the same thing. I kind of pretend I have the Saitama eyes when I go into resolve. And I sometimes like kind of sit up and fold my arms.
Ironically enough, it's when we get into combat that it drops for me. I have a harder time staying as River in combat.
Dude, guys, it's
Yeah, I'm
been
just over here getting
intense.
drunk off my ass right now.
You guys are just.
Okay, you ask of who?
The Vi-
You want to mess with these people? They kill important people. You don't want to be important to these people.
Oh.
Why are you whispering?
Because they everywhere.
Everywhere.
Did I just say I freaking love Artemis?
I
Like,
know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I really, really do.
I love Artemis, but that voice makes it so hard to stay focused.
Okay, I'll whisper with you. So do you know where they are?
I don't know if they can actually hear you
They
when you whisper.
underground. Yeah. They under the ground.
Under the
Underground.
ground? Like,
I don't know.
like,
I know who they are.
how far under the ground?
That's all my role would get me.
Like, under the ground in a graveyard? Okay, thank you for your help.
You're welcome. I need my breakfast now. And I like poke Zero to give me my breakfast.
Yes, and I toss her a few gold pieces.
I gotta go down here and order this. These people don't like me down there.
I'll go order
We
it
don't
for you.
We don't have to play through that. You can just go order your breakfast.
I'm gonna go order my breakfast. See you later.
Someone ask her about the adventure guild she was putting together. River can't do it right now.
Aww. Is she already gone?
Oh, Artemis, before you leave, how's that guild coming together?
You're still scouting locations, Artemis.
She's
Just
like,
I haven't spent all my coin yet.
No.
she's like, what
Surprise.
guild? Wouldn't it be awesome? She's like,
Hey,
what
I've
guild?
been
She
before.
stole our money.
Uh,
Did you spend it all on breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
It must have been a good breakfast.
all right.
All right.
One giant ass turkey, 500 gold pieces, please.
If it's
It was only two. It was free. I got it for free. Rag.
Rag.
that's
Rag,
true.
you make your way into the Brave Barrel, and you don't see anybody here, but of course you know that you have rooms upstairs, so you make your way upstairs and eventually find the room where everybody is in. You do pass by Artemis on your way up to the room.
Would she be doing anything if I'm
But you awkwardly say nothing and act like you don't know each other. And,
That's so
You could have
accurate.
whispered.
and you find the room where everybody is in.
Okay, fine. Rag isn't that big of a dick.
No. It's fine. Like you guys pass by each other and probably give each other like a friendly nod, and then you make your way.
That's
into the
what I
room.
like to hear. Rag, good guy, Rag.
You give Artemis a nod. Artemis acts like she doesn't know who you are.
Good enough.
There you go.
She probably doesn't remember Rag.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, so you're all in this room together.
Including the lady? Did she come with me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I go to my, the teammates and just go, well, I found them.
So has Rag walked into the room where we're at?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
okay.
like
So,
the
okay,
bedroom.
just checking.
No, he's saying going up the steps.
Fizzy's outside with Fizzy too, trying to show her how to walk, like just like little pitter patter feet. Anyways,
All right. So these are your friends. So we are to go down to the valley thing. Yes.
so wait, Rag, you found them?
Yes. Let's keep the conversation about as such short.
Okay.
Just follow us.
River just goes yes and stands up, starts heading to the door.
So instead of saying, you know what, we'll say turkey, and then that way we know what we're talking about. So
Funny code name. But
we're
yes.
gonna follow her to Turkey.
All right. Let's go. And she leads you through the city. You guys are currently like in the Grand Bazaar, kind of toward like the middle, a little bit in the east. And you make your way through. You make your way down and then into Plunkett's Alley. That is this little district down here. And this place is like ramshackle. It looks super dilapidated, very sketch, yeah. Very sus. And she leads you into a particularly dark alleyway. Or she disappears into this super dark alleyway. Like the sun is out. It's a fall day, so it's kind of cold, but the sun is out, and it's probably it's in the afternoon, so it's still pretty high up in the sky, but this alleyway is just super dark. And she disappears into it. Do you follow?
Yes.
Yes.
However, I put on my goggles so I can see through the dark.
Oh, I have a pair of those too, actually. So I will put them on as well.
Just in case anybody catches a case.
Of turkey.
Yes.
Chance.
All right, so you guys go follow her into this dark alley, and she leads you to a door. This door appears to be a very sturdy wooden door with metal bracing on it, and I would say Rag and Fizzy were the first people to say that they followed, so we'll say
Yeah.
both of you guys can make an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. Nice. Okay.
Nice, yeah. So both of you notice at the bottom right of this door, the doorknob is on the right, but at the bottom right, there is a small symbol that is carved into the wood on the door. It is a symbol of a hand, with what appears to be an eye in the center of the hand, just like a regular human eye. And on either side of the hand, you see what appears to be two fangs, kind of like curved on either side. And she knocks on the door with a particular pattern of knocks, and a panel in the doorway slides open, and you hear a voice, and it goes, "State your business." And the woman goes, "We just wanted to get a drink." "Come on, Curtis, let us in." He goes, "All right. Funny business." And she goes, "Oh, of course not, Curtis. I would never do anything." And he goes, "Yeah, whatever." Shuts the eye window, and then you just hear like, as he like unlocks all of these locks on the door. And the door, and then you hear the doorway begin to open. It's like this loud thud as it opens, like, and then like you walk inside to this super dark hallway, and she goes, "I got this from here, Curtis. Thank you very much," and gives him like a wink. And you see he is this huge Goliath man, with like these tattoos on his face. He's got this bald head, and he's got tattoos on his head and everything. And he sits back down, and she goes, "Okay, friends, why don't we go get a drink? Come on." And leads you through the hallway, down the hallway, takes a couple turns left, a couple turns right, and then opens up a door and goes into what appears to be just like a bedroom, just like a normal bedroom, but there is a wardrobe that she walks up to, opens up the wardrobe, and then moves the coats inside to the side and pushes on the panel in the back, and the panel shifts down and moves down, like moving down, and she just disappears into the wardrobe.
Man, this Narnia movie concept is real good.
You guys follow her?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You follow her into the wardrobe. It actually opens up, and then there's a set of stairs that go down. And you see her. She's like about halfway down the stairs, and you begin to follow her. And as you get to the bottom of the stairs, you notice like it's lit in here, and you're starting to hear voices. And you make your way down, and you get to the bottom of the stairs, and you look out, and you now see that the hallway opens up into this large, basically tavern room. There are two stories to this, and you can see that there is a walkway with a handrail that can see on the second story. And as you look around, you see that there are definitely like armed guards with crossbows all on that second story, and then there are doors. as well. But this main room here, it just appears to be a tavern. There are some tables. There's a bar. There are some like couches and like seating area. And the woman says, "Okay, I believe that I know somebody who may be able to lead you to a druid. She is right over there. Come with me," and leads you to this table where you see a halfling. This halfling is wearing like completely black robes, but you do see that they have like what appears to be kind of like scales on their skin in a few places, but it kind of looks like the scales are like the skin or whatever is like peeling off.
Yikes.
But the halfling looks up at you. This female halfling looks up at you, and you see she has these red eyes, and she is sitting in front of a fireplace. There's like a table in front.